You guys, I know the last voice you want to hear right now is Kayleigh McEnany's, and believe me, same here. But I wanted to show you a segment from this particular interview on Fox News where she gets questioned by the nervous anchors about Trump's behavior and actions in labeling this election as a rigged one, and by him doing that, they are worried that it might be backfiring on the upcoming Georgia Senate runoffs. And when they ask her, she is like a deer in headlights, blinking, stuttering, and changing the subject. And lying, of course, but come on, did you think I was going to show you an interview with Kayleigh not lying? All right, roll the tapes, check this out.
So Griff was just talking about the situation down in Georgia where they've got the twin runoff races first week in January. And he brought up, the president is talking about how the election was rigged. And there are a number of Republicans who are worried that that kind of thing could backfire on that particular runoff election because they say, if it's rigged, if the 2020 November election was rigged and this one's rigged, why should I even bother voting?
Yeah, I'll leave it to the campaign to pontificate on the president's strategy with regard to...
Well, sometimes you're with the campaign, so you know the thinking there.
I do. I'm joining you in my official capacity today from the White House lawn, but I'll say this. The president has been unapologetic for the last 10 months in saying that mail-in voting, mass mail-in voting is subject to fraud. This has been a key part of what he's talked about when it comes to election integrity. He wants to make sure signatures are matched. Right. The mail-in voting is sacrosanct and is treated with the integrity that every American vote deserves, that it's actually encapsulating the vote of the American people.
But can't that come back to backfire with this Georgia special election?
No, because the president, again, look, if you go back to when Nancy Pelosi took the gavel.
Now, I'm going to cut her off here before she attacks Nancy Pelosi for something completely unrelated to the question, which was asked of her multiple times. And on a side note, Kayleigh, you have said multiple times on the record that you are one of Trump's campaign advisors, in addition to his press secretary, which I don't think is legal or ethical, but neither is anything else that goes down in the Trump administration. And that goes for every single Republican senator that is refusing to stand up to Trump. And finally, we get a Georgia election official with the stones to stand up to the entire GOP and the ex-President Trump. And boy, this was a cathartic moment for every single patriotic American that is totally fed up with these spineless Republican traitors and the criminal in chief. Take a listen to this.
It has all gone too far. All of it. Joe DeGenova today asked for Chris Krebs, a patriot who ran CISA, to be shot. A 20-something tech in Gwinnett County today has death threats and a noose put out saying he should be hung for treason because he was transferring a report on batches from an EMS to a county computer so he could read it. It has to stop. Mr. President, you have not condemned these actions or this language. Senators, you have not condemned this language or these actions. This has to stop. We need you to step up, and if you're going to take a position of leadership, show some. My boss, Secretary Raffensperger, his address is out there. They have people doing caravans around their house. They've had people come onto their property. Tricia, his wife of 40 years, is getting sexualized threats through her cell phone. It has to stop. This is elections. This is the backbone of democracy, and all of you who have not said a damn word are complicit in this.
That is exactly how I feel. And evidently, Bill Barr feels the same way, as yesterday he came out and declared that the DOJ found no evidence of widespread voter fraud, which was one more kick in the nads to Trump, who is now trying to get a preemptive pardon for him and his entire family. And if I know my man, President Joe Biden, like I think I do, he is going to pick an attorney general that comes after Donald John Trump with the wrath of 1,000 suns. And I'm going to be covering everything from all angles until we get to that point. So make sure you subscribe for daily videos, and I will continue to uncover the truth.